Hey, hey, Spring LaFay, Simply Tara. Okay, Aquarius. This is going to be for you. Today is the feel is heaviness. And, you know, there's a sense of feel of burden, worry, yeah, and it's just very heavy. So I don't know, you know, it feels like all is experiencing this, but it is so heavy. And it feels like there's a lot that are experiencing it. But, you know, we're going to see what we get. See what we get for you. There's a lot of pain, a feeling of pain, and I mean emotional pain. It's like, you know, there's a feeling, there's questions, you know, but sometimes some people are just, they're just cruel, and that we just have to accept that. I mean, you know, you can sit and you can question why somebody would, you know, come into your life and turn it upside down. And, you know, there's a feeling like these people, they have no remorse. I mean, they know what they're going to do, and they just do it. And, you know, what can you do? I mean, if you get all in your head and you just keep dwelling on it, that isn't getting you anywhere. And, yeah, there's that feeling. So, you know, we need to see what Spirit wants you to know. Just a moment. Okay, let's see what we get. See, it's like someone feels like they're just there. They're just simply there, and they're trying to, you know, it feels like get on with their life, trying to move forward, but they simply keep going back to the past. You know, there's a need, you know, I'm seeing these pages and I'm seeing the fire, release, let go. You know, and sometimes we'll think we've let go of something and it comes right back up, and we're like, well, wait a minute, I let go of that. You know, I went out with the moon, I wrote it down. You know, some people burn it or turn the page to dirt, you know. But sometimes you have to do it over and over again, because if your faith wavers at all, you know, it feels like things can come back. And you see the red on her hand looks like blood. You know, this is as if someone has intentionally hurt someone. It's like, you know, it's a feeling like they were intentionally hurt. Now, I'm seeing the devil card. And so this may be someone, the person you're dealing with may be someone with addictions, you know, and they may not have purposely would have done this had they not been dealing with that, but that's no excuse, you know. Taking someone's life in your hands that you promise to love and cherish, and then throwing them out, or, you know, leaving them in a spot where they feel like they're just here. I mean, look, it's like she's just here. And no, I mean, I'm not, you know, with these cards, I don't get the traditional, you know, meanings of the traditional deck. Like death. Look on the bottom. Death. Something has to come to an end. And it, you know, it feels like someone needs to release. They definitely need to release. They need to release this past. If that means writing it 100 times on pieces of paper and going out with the full moon and, you know, calling it out. If you cry, you cry. Crying is helping you to heal, to get through this. You know, some people do come into people's lives and they know what they're doing, you know, and that's just the way it is. Some people just don't care. Then other people may not have the intention of hurting someone and hurt them. You know, it's different dealing with different people, I mean. But someone definitely needs to release. They need to release all of these past heartaches, pains, burdens, so they can move forward, it feels like. You know, move forward with peace. Not just feel like they're just there. Aquarius seem to have had it very hard. Very, very hard. You know, it's like being in a bad place and, you know, time in life. You know, and I get many people, you know, are older and, you know, someone hurt them, didn't take into, you know, the fact that age is there. You know, I've been through that myself, you know, where someone they don't take that into effect, that, you know, especially if say you're dealing with someone younger, you know, they've still, in age, looking at age-wise, they've still got, it seems like, longer amount of time to get their, you know, get what they want in their life. And, you know, some people just come into people's lives and they don't, it's like they don't care, but, you know, they're thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about what they're doing to the other person. And it's sad. It really is. And it seems like Aquarius has really, you know, I have read these comments, and so many Aquarians have went through so much burden, so much heartache, so much pain. And, you know, working on themselves, and then it creep back in. It's sad. It's really sad. But, you know, you got the King of Fire here. I feel like that you do, for some of you, someone's in your life that is holding your heart dear. You just don't realize it. Now, for others of you, I feel like this is here because you need to try to, for one, release what you need to, but you need to find the happiness within you. You need to, you see that heart, you see that glow, you need to find your peace within you. And then you need to have faith. You need to let, you know, a higher power, you need to give it to God. Give it to God. You know, that's what this little box is for. The prayer box, you know, give it to God. Yeah, I've showed this before, but I'll show it again. When your head starts to worry and your mind just can't rest, put your prayers down on paper and let God do the rest. You see, that's what we have to do. We have to just hand it over when we can't handle it. If we feel like we're at that spot where we're just here, give it to God. See, it's like, you know, and again, just here, needing to make choices, needing to make the right decisions about life path, needing to, you know, make the right decisions in problems that have arose in within life, needing to go forward, needing to let go, needing to, you know, it's all about that. You know, I'll tell you one thing. With this high priestess being here, there's a need to follow your intuition. There's a need to have faith. There's a need to reach within and find that strength that you have and pull it out when you need it. I mean, that's what, you know, and there's the star. You know, I feel like healing, you know, there's the moon. It's going out with the moon, letting go, releasing. That's healing. That's healing. You know, finding this strength. You look at that face, that's a face of strength, but that's also a face that looks like has been through it. Knows. This is, you know, the high priestess, someone who's intuitive. They just need to reach and find it. Some of you, you know, I feel like you struggle with your intuition. And that's easy to do. My intuition has, oh my goodness, you know, I can pick up on you all, and I can pick up on, you know, everyone else. But when it comes to me and my own life, yeah, I've had troubles there, especially where a relationship comes. But, you know, I feel like I'm starting to change that because I've been working on myself so much that I'm starting to see things. I'm starting to see things that I never saw before because I've changed patterns, because I have stopped patterns, because I have changed behaviors in myself. And, you know, many of you have gifts, and it feels like you're being guided. You just have to find the signs. You know, I don't know why, but I'm seeing part of a flag on there, and somebody may be seeing the American flag a lot. And flowing. You know, feathers for sure. Possibly falling stars. Or just when you look up at the sky and there's just this one star that just for some reason it catches your eye. Maybe it's twinkling wrong. Maybe it's twinkling different. Maybe you're seeing blue twinkles in it. Or something with stars. You know, you're seeing signs. And two, I am seeing an animal's face right here. Some of you may be seeing rabbits. Just out of the blue, seeing a rabbit. There's a need for healing, though. And there's also, I feel like, a need for trying to open your chakras. You know, I feel like some of you need to eat differently. Maybe incorporate different fruits. I'm getting purple. but I'm also getting green. So possibly eating more green veggies, more green fruits, more purple fruits, more purple veggies. That's what I'm getting. More, please. What does Aquarius need to know in healing? What does Aquarius need to know in healing? What does Aquarius need to know in healing? What does Aquarius need to know? Keep seeing justice, karma. You really need to give this to a higher power. You need to keep on your path, keep doing right. King of Earth. Okay, some of you need to get out more. You need to get out into nature more. That's where you heal. That's where you heal the most, is getting out into nature. Get grounded. Okay. There's also a need to avoid temptation. Avoid it. It feels like some of you are... You're being plagued by the past because of temptation. You know, all that glitters is not always gold. I know that you've had to have learned that, because I sure as heck have. Observe. Be observant. Don't just jump and leap. I'm seeing the card with the people diving into, you know, the water, the 78 doors. Don't just dive and leap in. Be observant, you know, because for some of you, you're being tested. I know that sounds horrible, doesn't it? But that helps us to grow. Feels like some of you feel like just leaving. You feel like just leaving. You know, 9 of air, 9 of swords. Normal terror all in your head, in pain. You need to find your peace. You need to find your peace. This has got doves. That's peace. You know, leaving is not going to fix everything. Now, if you're in a bad situation and you're still in a relationship, if you're not just running away from problems and you're leaving for your own health and your own well-being, then by all means, you know, leaving may be the way to go. But you definitely need to find that place of peace. You see, her eyes are shut. She has wings on her head. She is, it feels like, for many of you, you need to close your eyes and breathe. You need to put out the clutter and find your inner peace. You know, I'm getting meditate. If you can't meditate, because I know many people say they can't, try visualization. Visualize yourself like this card right here, with peace all around you. White doves, whatever makes you feel peace. Visualize yourself surrounded by what makes you feel peace. That may be white carnations. It may be white roses. Shucks, it could be just being out by a creek, you know, and yeah, fishing pole in your hand, or maybe playing in the creek. You know, it could be different things for different people. It could be walking on a beach with seashells, feeling the salty wind breeze touching your skin, smelling the salt water. I mean, whatever makes you feel peace, where you feel at peace, visualize yourself there and breathe and calm yourself. What does Spirit want Aquarius to know? Okay. 9 of water, you know, it's like 9 of cups. You know, that's wish. But you look how anxious. You see? It's like she knows it's there, but she just can't touch it. You know, for some of you, it's like you know it's coming, but where's it at? You know, there's a need for patience. It's divine timing's not our timing. And, you know, you put it in divine's time, their hands, the higher power's hands, that's divine timing. You know, it's like many of you know you asked for a wish and you can feel it's coming, but when? That's impatience. You know, being impatient. There's a need for faith and there's a need for strength. Because it's like you can see it. You just can't reach out and grab it yet. But you know it's there. Four of Earth, you know, like the Four of Pentacles. Now you look at her. She doesn't look like, you know, she's having to be like in a worry. She's looks peaceful, but she's holding on to something. What's she holding on to? To me, it looks like it could be a flower, could be a cup. You know, there's a need to release. There's a need to let go of what no longer serves you. And, you know, I feel like many of you are burdened to the T. But not letting go of what no longer serves you just adds to that burden. Because it feels like many of you have to hold on to your money. Because it's just not, you know, it's not just coming. You having to scrimp and scrape and save and to get where you want to. You know, holding on to what no longer serves you. You know, that's taking up part of what's within you that, you know, could, if you would release, could help you strive forward and possibly make these pentacles turn into 10 of abundance, you know. We've got some Aquarians that are really worrying. They're really, and it's like they have a lot to worry about. But some of it is holding on to the past. Now, if you look at the Page of Water, what do you see? What I see is someone that is trying to bring love to someone, trying to it feels like ease someone. This may honestly be a child for some of you. You may have a child in your life that's where you feel some peace. That's where you feel alive, is when this child is around you. For others of you, I feel like you have a female in your life that is trying to give you peace. They try to shower you in love. This may be a mother, it may be a sister, it may be a friend. You know, it's that type of feeling, you know, trying to help you to be able to go forward and feel peaceful is what it feels like. Look on the bottom. Empress. Get to that spot. Get to that spot. That's the goal. But once you get there, stay there. You know, strength. Strength. You know, someone, it feels like someone did act a fool. You know, someone may have made you look like a fool, or made you feel like a fool. It's a feeling of, how could I trust them? Why did I do it? You know, it's kind of like putting blame on yourself for the whole thing. Knowing that someone hurt you, but it's still a feeling of taking the blame, you know. And I feel like this is here, this card is here because you really need to find that strength. Like I said, you got healing to do. It needs to get done. Because it feels like once you find that spot where you feel, you know, unbothered by what has happened to you, and you forgive and you start moving forward, you're going to reach the Empress. That's where you're going to be. You know, and some of you've already been there, it feels like. But it does feel like you're going to have a new beginning. It's going to come. You know, if you look at that trumpet, it's a feeling like the angels know what you've been through. They know what you want, and they're watching. You know, it's a feeling of good karma will come to those that put out good. I mean, that's what I feel. That's what I'm getting from that. We just have to get to that point. Love yourself. And you see, this same card was on the bottom. I didn't feel it. They put one more. And I feel it. Love yourself. Don't turn cold. Don't turn hard-hearted. Love yourself. Love others. Let your light shine. You know, and like I said, many of you need to get out into nature. You need nature. That's where many of you, I feel like, are going to heal, is in nature. Okay. Move them. I don't know if you can see all the cards that I've laid out, but I hope so. I hope to get a better spot for readings, but right now I have to, you know, make do with what I have. There's going to be many. But that's okay. So there's one more. Okay. Okay. I'll do them one by one and read them off to you. Amethyst. Awaken and rekindle the inner flame. Amethyst, I feel like for many of you that are gifted and you need to tap into it, amethyst is very important for you to have around you. Ruby. Ruby. Ascend the throne of the heavens and claim your eternal inheritance. You know, I feel like you need to really have faith. And that's so hard sometimes, but especially when it's been years or it's been a matter of a lot of time passing. Crystal. Clear crystal quartz. Look to the source of all light to illuminate your consciousness. Crystal, I love quartz. This is clear crystal quartz. This stone has so much energy, and a lot of stones can help you to heal. That's my thoughts on it. Like I said, I'm just telling you what I'm getting and what I feel and what has helped me. Lapis. Okay, you see that eye right here? Those of you that are gifted, lapis is another important one, but it's also important for others too. I mean, you don't have to be gifted. Everybody's got the gifts, but some don't tap into them, or some, may never know they have them. But I feel like some of you have had glimpses of that you have something there, a gift of some sort. Lapis lazuli. Open your inner vision to see the spiritual destiny that awaits you. Okay, third eye chakra. That's where a lot of that purple fruit I mentioned earlier, grapes, plums, eggplant, even a lot of your greens can help with. Aquamarine. Have clarity of purpose, and the gates of the inner worlds will open before you. I feel like if you can get a lot of knowledge, once you really start healing, and I feel like you need to meditate. I feel like you need to get in touch with your guides to receive knowledge, receive answers. Jade. Open your heart and embrace the dream of love. Yeah, we got the love card. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on it. That's one thing, I can't give up on love. I feel love for, I'm a loving person, and it's just me. But I can't give up on true love, because I feel like it does exist, and I will not lose faith in that. Maybe I watched too many old movies when I was a child, but I refuse to, I have so many people tell me, oh, it doesn't exist. You should know that. I mean, yeah, people can look at my life and be like, well, I can't, you shouldn't believe in it. Well, I do. And I have that faith. And, love, true love is everywhere. Now, what they're speaking of is true love between, a partnership between two life partners. Well, I do believe it. I believe that it's true, and I believe that it exists. I know true love exists. I see it every day. When I look at my children, that's true love. My mother, that's true love. My grandbaby, when she lays her little head on my chest, that's true love. So we have true love, and we don't give up on that. We have faith in that because we see it. Just because we haven't experienced true love with a partner does not mean it does not exist. You don't have to see it to have faith that it exists, and to feel and to believe that it's going to come into your life. Manifest it. Live it. Be it. Know you're going to have it. Visualize it. Don't put a face on the person, but visualize it. Keep a vision board. Write down. For me, a vision board is notebooks. Yeah, that's my vision board. Write down what you want in a partner. How you want to be treated. But be willing to give that back. You want someone honest? Be willing to be honest back. You want monogamy? Be willing to give it back. You want someone to hold your hand? Give it back. You want someone to kiss your forehead? You'll give it back. Yeah. And I'm no expert on none of this. I'm going to put that out there, but I'm telling you from my own my journey. Yeah. That I'm on for myself. Green tourmaline. Your true prosperity and success is measured by your spiritual wealth and treasures. On your spiritual path. Move forward on it. Smoky quartz. I like smoky quartz, Actually, at the old house I lived in, I had a big chunk of smoky quartz, and I kept it outside my front door to catch negativity off of others. I mean, because I didn't want it around me. That was a time when I stayed at home a lot. You see, this past year, before that, there was so much negativity around me. I won't get into all that, but I was to the point where I was sick all the time, and I was at home. I hated to even go out the door to the store, But this past year, when I started my journey and started working on me and working on my life, now I enjoy going out. I just know that I have to protect myself, because I pick up on everyone's energy. And when you're with somebody that is negative, they'll drain you. Whether they mean to or not, they will drain you. They will suck you dry. That's my opinion. Smoky quartz. As soul, you are an eternal being, fully living in this moment. Yes, don't just be there. Live. You're not just here. Live. Live for yourself. Make yourself happy. Turquoise. Turquoise. Remember, you are born of the heavens, and nourished by the sacred waters of life. You know, I have really started to listen to a lot of Cherokee music. You know, Cherokee Indians. I have it in me, and I find peace. I find peace, and you know, the chanting. I've got to where I kind of sing along with them, you know, like you would any other song, and I have found that after doing that, I feel so much lighter. I feel better. I feel lighter. So I've found that, you know, I already knew that doing you know, that helped. That's another thing for your third eye, you know, and you're raising your vibration is to, you know, and I like to hold it. I like to really get loud with it. So, you know, if you're around a lot of people, you may want to go off to yourself. But yeah, go out in nature and do it, you know. I mean, I will here, and I've even got neighbors, but I'll find me a spot, and I'm on my own, you know, I'm on where I live, so I'll look at that as, well, I'm going to get out in nature. I'll go barefoot, which, yeah, I'm country anyhow, you know, going barefoot, that's kind of, yeah, so, but hugging trees, I'm not worried about who sees. You know, I look at it like, you know, some people are like, that would embarrass me. Why would it embarrass you? You're being at one with nature. You are, you know, when you hug those trees, there's energy within those trees. Plus, many times I feel like, and I even see it, I see that many times whenever I touch a tree, I can see light from me go into that tree. And then other times I will see it's almost like the tree puts energy into me. And I know, you know, I don't know, I'm no expert on all of that, but I know that I have seen it with my, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Some of you all may be better at explaining that, but yeah, don't be ashamed of being who you are. And, you know, when you start getting on your path, things start looking different. Nature starts looking different. You start seeing it different. Things come alive. You know, before last year, I could go outside, and it was just like this, okay, I'm outside. No, after I started working on myself, and it's like I go outside, I notice everything. Hey, there's a butterfly. Oh, my goodness, I'm going to get close to it, you know. Oh, the leaves are moving. Oh, the wind, I feel it on my face. Yeah. And it's like before it was like, oh no, the wind's blowing my hair. Or, oh no, it's raining. What, you know, I don't wear a whole lot of makeup, but what little bit of eyeliner I've got on is going to smear. Not anymore. Yeah, I look at it like, oh my goodness, it's just, it makes you feel better. So, if it makes you feel better, embrace it. Don't worry about what people think. Be yourself. Be your authentic self. Unikite. Enough of me yammering on. Okay. Love yourself and all you do unconditionally each day. Yes. Basically what I was just saying in different words. Malachite. Seek the source of harmony and focus upon it. Find your peace. What gives you peace? And when you feel like everything's falling apart, focus on that. Feels like there's another one. I'm hoping they'll just give it to me. Okay, there we go. Amber and pearl. amber. You are a child of light, dispelling the darkness in the world around you. Let your light shine. You may brighten somebody's day. Let your light shine. Don't be ashamed. Don't be scared. Have strength. Pearl. Pearl. Walk in truth and embrace your eternal destiny. Walk in your truth. Be honest to yourself and be honest to you. You know, basically what I just said, you know, is be yourself. Be your true, authentic self. So this is what I've got. I'm going to stop it here. I do feel like, you know, that I could go on and on and on, but I want, you know, like I said, I've got my 2 new decks, thanks to the wonderful people who sent them to me. But you know, I'm thinking if I get more decks of cards, I'm wanting to somehow, I'm not sure exactly how, but where I can try to dive in deeper, try to get more from the readings. You know, I have a Patreon. I'm thinking about doing it that way, through the Patreon, where after doing a reading, I go to Patreon and, you know, put the link and everything and try to dive in deeper, try to get more. Like on this right here, you know, I feel like I could keep going if I had. It's just, I don't feel like I have the adequate cards. It's just, it's that feeling yet. It's like these have added so much, oh my Lord. And the doors, but I'm going to, I've got some, you know, I've looked, and I'm planning to get more. And I just, yeah, I feel like I need all sorts of different cards, oracles, and even the affirmations. I've looked into those, just all sorts, because I feel like I could just dive in so much deeper on readings and get so much more. You see, I already get a lot, but it feels like it could just go further to help people. So that's just something I'm thinking about. You can let me know what you think about, if you think that, you know, if you have any thoughts on that. But you know, I have not yet felt to do like set up for personal readings. I haven't felt that, but you know, I do have the Patreon, and I have felt that that's what I'm feeling, is once I get enough adequate amount of cards, different ones and different types, and you know, these cards here are so bright and so positive, so uplifting. It's just beautiful. They have such a beautiful feeling, and I love that. These cards, beautiful feeling. You know, all of my cards, they have a beautiful feeling to them. You know, even the original tarot, you know, and it's got some cards like the Death card that and Justice, you know, where you know karma's coming in, but that, you know, that needs to happen, because you know, as people, we are supposed to learn right from wrong, and if we do wrong, then you know, we should know that we're going to, you know, it's not going. Sometimes people can do something and they can think, oh well, no one's seen, but you know, a higher power sees, so it's seen. Yeah, this is what I got. So give it a thumbs up for me. That way it gets moved along, and whomever needs to see it can have a chance at seeing it. You know, like I said in all the other ones, the other readings, these gemstone cards, if you do not have these gemstones, these crystals, believe. Have faith. You see the cards here. You know, it shows you clearly the stones, pearl. Have faith and believe that this energy from these stones is upon you. See, I can feel it. believe. And if you do know how to meditate or visualize, feel it on you. Believe. Faith. You know, if you don't know how to do that, just feel like it's on you. Feel it with you as you go through your days and your nights. Feel comfort in knowing that you have this with you. Yes. And comments, I love them. Keep them coming. You know, if I don't say anything, it's not because I don't care. I'm very, I try to do as many, try to do as many messages as I can, and I get really busy, and then I'm a single mom, and I have my youngest. I have to, sometimes she needs me, and then trying to take care of things here, and yeah, sometimes I can't like say anything back, but by me reading it, I feel like, there's a chance that I'll pick up on people. So I love the comments. Thumbs up, I think that helps YouTube to move the readings on. I appreciate all of the support, all of my subscribers. It feels like we're all a family. It's beautiful. It really is, and it feels good. Yeah. And if you're new to the channel, you may want to go back and watch the previous readings, because all of these readings are timeless. So, yeah. That's about it. Till next time.